WRTR Real Talk Radio. Featured guest DJs. Original shows. Music news. The hottest DJs from around the world.
Slavery is white history. How we survived it and continue to excel, that's black history. Welcoming you to a new week here on WRTR Real Talk Radio. It is holiday week. Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, whatever that you celebrate, it's on, and it's this week. How y'all be?
Chilling like a villain.
Chicken man.
Make me sweat. Make me harder. Make me lose my breath. Make me water. Hey.
Oh, that sounds like diarrhea.
Don't it? You sound a little runny there, friend. What's going on?
Stupid.
You need
whatever.
Pepto.
I'm good.
You know, they sell things for that. Yeah.
I guess. Whatever. Yeah.
I'm just imagining. I'm just imagining being with somebody and be like, "Ooh, make me water." I'll be like, "Get out, get out, get out." Just okay.
A mess.
Anyway, so we're kicking off this Christmas week for you all. Let's start it off. What did you learn black this week?
For all you ho-ho-hos.
Ho-ho-hos.
Let's get into what I learned black. This is the first time I'm going first.
You better do it. You better
okay, because I was prepared.
Yeah.
All right, so what I learned black, real black this week was a lady by the name of Claudine Gay, who previously was a dean of arts and sciences at Harvard University, became the 30th president of the Ivy League institution this year. Ooh. She is the first Black woman to be president of that school. Period.
What was the name of the school?
Harvard University.
Did you forget? Did you forget Harvard?
Harvard.
No
so you know white people are real mad. White people are mad.
And
white people are plotting. But you know what? That's so sad that it is 2023 and we still are experiencing the first black white people. Anyways, that is excellent.
What I learned black was
Bliggity black.
Tennessee HBCU partnership holds a historic graduation inside of a prison.
Wow.
So there were 6 men that were incarcerated at the Northwest Correctional Complex, marched across the stage to receive their Bachelor of Science in Business degree from Lane College.
I know that's right.
Damn.
Now my thing is, I congratulate them for getting their bachelor's, but they still may not be able to get a job.
Why?
Because you already know it's hard for the people who was incarcerated to get jobs.
But guess what? They don't need to ask nobody for no job. That's why they can open up their own business.
That too. Exactly. They can't do that if they're approved for loans and things like that.
Well, hopefully they got a lot
of. They do that whole background check before they approve all that stuff like that anyway. So
that's true.
But congratulations to them.
Very much.
Hopefully they got a good support system when they get out.
I hope so.
That'll help.
And also, what did it say? This was don't do that.
Make me water.
Gosh. Hey, make me sweat.
Don't do any of that.
It said the students were also the first in the state of Tennessee to receive degrees from a historically Black college and university.
Okay.
All right.
Damn.
Yes.
Well, let me tell y'all about this Black amazingness. A lady named Thelma Jones is a 90-year-old. Yeah,
I knew that was Black.
That was my grandmother's name.
Thelma.
Thelma Jones, a 90-year-old Black woman from Southfield, Michigan, recently earned her 5th degree black belt in karate, and she is not planning to stop just there. Didn't you? She has been practicing karate for 50 years and still
she
continues.
Said, "Fuck around and find out."
Didn't she?
She said, "Fuck around and find out."
Oh, girl has been taking karate lessons 3 times a week in Southfield. It's apparently called Southfield Martial Arts. And it's like, despite her age, her instructor, who is a 77-year-old grandmaster with a 10th degree black belt, said that anyone who knows Miss Jones would say that she is tough. Apparently, when she was 60 years old, she was able to defend herself from robbers at a bus stop. So
I know that's right.
Listen.
She said, "Run up on me.
Y'all ain't
jump up to get beat down.
She said,
if you're feeling froggy, leap."
Period.
Okay, don't play with her. Don't play with her.
Right. And she in her 90s, right?
She is 90 years old.
That's amazing.
She kick ass at 90. That's how I want to be. At 90 years old, I want to be her when I grow up, because at 90 years old, I want to be able to kick ass. I just
and for her to be black too, because it's normally the Asians that are up at that age, and they, you know,
still
they senseis, still kicking ass.
Yeah,
very much
punching through bricks and shit.
Yeah,
exactly.
I had another one too.
What's one?
I had another one.
All right, go for it.
Cause shout out to the ladies, man. I need to recognize the black women. All right, so last week, Yasmin Imani McMorrin made history as the first black woman mayor of Culver City, California, on December 11th of this year.
All right, girl.
Another black.
We doing it.
All right,
yes. We
white people are shook. We at Harvard.
Yasmin.
We at Harvard. We out here kicking your ass as elderlies. We out here, like, we doing it.
Yale too, if I'm not mistaken. Yale too.
I know that's right. I know that's right. That's
Oppress
good.
this black greatness, bitches. Oppress that.
Yes.
All right.
Yes,
so up first, if it were lyric, we'll be right back.
So my nieces and nephews love to say, y'all keep talking about how wild we are. Y'all used to do shit back in the day, and we did. But bitch, not like y'all do today. One thing that we did back in the day that y'all don't do today is take a bath. Y'all stink. Even y'all shooters stink, bitch. You don't need that big ass gun. Just raise your arm, sir. Okay? It will be a terrorist attack out this motherfucker. Everybody would die by suffocation, bitch. Even some of these girls out here stink. They smell like pee-pee. It's on their fingertips. Fuck, she was playing with a lesbian with a bladder problem. Y'all don't use your brain and you steal every motherfucking thing. This woman late for work, she stop at the gas station. She run in the gas station to fill her tank up. You jump in her car and drive the fuck off, slow bitch. That's the reason why she stopped at the gas station, because there wasn't no gas in the car, so you don't go far. So the car break down on you. You pull out your phone, get on Instagram. Yeah, my ride broke down. Like it's really yours. You done told on yourself, bitch. About time you get to the next corner, the police jump out. Freeze, thief, and now you in jail. See, back in our day when the thieves was thieving, they stole shit that the hood can use. TV, VCR, DVD players. Shit that brought us together as a community. Cause we gotta sit around the TV, bitch, even though we got it for free $99, bitch, and watch our favorite shows and laughed and enjoyed each other company. This new generation, they just do weird shit. Y'all be robbing y'all neighbors. Back in the day, our neighbors, they fed us when our parents and shit was too high to cook. And then when it comes to these drugs and shit, you motherfuckers are guinea pigs in a science lab. Y'all try any motherfucking thing. Back in our day, they hit shit like Love Boat. Shit with abbreviation and letters. PCP. You motherfuckers smoking sounds. Zaza. Fuck is that, an African beat? Now, the drugs from back in the day made you do two things. Hallucinate or take a quick nap. You hit that motherfucking PCP, you think you sitting on ants. Why the world moving? Shit like that. You hit that dope, you nod off. But soon as you feel a motherfucker go into your pocket, bitch, you up. Oh, but this new shit y'all taking in this generation, bitch, you at the bus stop in the motherfucking coma. Sleep, legs locked, standing up. You been raped by 3 motherfucking people, robbed by 5, and beaten by the op. All in 30 minutes. Then, y'all motherfuckers don't got no loyalty or no honor. Back in the day, the streets looked out for their hood. Not you motherfuckers today. A shootout come, bitch, y'all jumping behind y'all aunts and y'all grandmothers. Why the fuck you think I don't be outside with my nephew? I don't trust them. These motherfuckers are scared. I mean, no disrespect. I love him through the phone. Every time he called, I treat his ass like a jail call. Yeah, keep your head up out there. Oh, I don't got no money. Click. I mean, back in the day, we just had morals and respect. Now today, y'all motherfuckers outside with ski masks in disguise. Y'all don't give a fuck. Come up off that shit, ma. She looking like, Ray Ray, is that you? Not today. Not today.
Pull up a seat for lyrics lessons on WRTR Real Talk Radio and Lyric Bravado on Twitter.
What's going on, y'all? I'm back with another segment of If It Were Lyric.
All
Child,
right.
let me tell you, y'all, and these letters that y'all be sending me are wild, okay? Straight wild. But that's okay because I'm here to give my 2 cents about it on your situationships, friendships, relationships, and all that in between. If you want to continue to get your letter read on air, send it to lyricbravado@gmail.com or send a DM to my Twitter or my Facebook or my Instagram at Lyric Bravado.
Yes,
All right, so
yes.
y'all got one for me?
Sure. This your boy Tigger Man, and I guess I'll go first.
It's not that.
Okay. Shut the hell up. Anyway, this has come from Lauren. She says, "Dear Lyric, my husband is desperate for women's attention, and I'm sure he'd cheat on me the instant he had the chance. We've been together for 12 years. When we met, he was 24 and I was 31. I realize now that while I have had 4 long-term relationships and a fair share of sexual partners, my husband has had little sexual experience outside of our relationship. Anytime he's around women, whether I am there or not, he makes it a point to strike up a conversation or gain their attention. It doesn't matter if they're young or old, attractive or not. He has fostered many friendships with women I don't know, like gas station attendants or his employer's office staff. He swears he has never cheated, and I have never found any solid proof other than pornography. I just can't shake this feeling that he needs or wants to experience, or he wants to experience other women, and I don't know what to do. Please help."
I mean, have you asked him? Because it sounds like everybody that talks to him, you're accusing him of being with the one to talk to.
Right.
Can we normalize
Conversation.
just regular conversation?
Just
Right.
just
Not
a little
think
bit.
that it's anything
Just kind
weird
of.
going on.
Just
I
a little
think
bit.
in your situation, since you haven't found any proof, I think it's giving insecure. I think it's giving that he's just overly friendly. Maybe that makes you uncomfortable. But that's not a negative personality trait though. Like we need more people like that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, how you doing? This, that, and the third. Like, you never know what somebody is going through, and your "Hey, how are you doing?" might change the course of their day. So I don't really think that he's cheating. Porn, come on, everybody watches it. Like, everybody watches it. If you knew the list that I've seen from Pornhub, you know everybody is watching it. Okay? So
Okay, but,
I really don't think that it's a thing going on.
What about the fact that she was 24 and he was 31? Like,
So she's like about 7 years older than him.
When I was
That's
31,
really not a big, humongous gap. If it was like 15 years, I would be like, oh, he trying to run game.
Yeah, and they've been together for 12 years now.
Yeah, that's not really a huge age gap to me.
Really? I don't know.
No, because you got to think most women are mature.
True.
Mature faster than men.
I guess
So,
dealing with men at
probably,
31, Jesus.
Yeah.
You couldn't do nothing but get my Postmates at 31. If you was 24 and I was 30, well, okay, anyway.
It's a different time now, too, though. It's a different time now.
That's very true.
All right, my turn. I always get the anonymous ones. What is up with that? Y'all never want to tell me your name.
Because of the way we clown them.
And I
We be clowning people, but I mean, I think that we genuinely give good help, though.
I think so too. All right, so this one's anonymous. Dear Lyric, I've been with my boyfriend for almost 4 years and recently got an email saying my Tinder account was going to be deleted. We met on Tinder and I wanted to take screenshots of our initial conversation to look back and laugh about before my account got deleted. I logged on to see that my boyfriend had a new picture on his profile that I had taken of him 3 months ago. I immediately asked him about it, and at first he played dumb and confused. I confronted him about it, and eventually he ended up admitting he goes on there to check out what's going on and uses the app like porn. I made him show me his account, and he wasn't matched with anyone since we started dating, and my account is actually the last one he responded to. Turns out he goes on to look at girls only to swipe left on them and to reread old flirty conversations. I'm fine with him watching porn, but this seems oddly personal and like a weird ego trip. I feel really grossed out and overall confused. Would you call this cheating? Girl, yeah! Let me tell you something, because I don't know about Tinder. I've never had a Tinder account, so I had to do a little research. Turns out that you can delete the footage, bitch. You can delete the matches, bitch. You can delete the conversations. So he may very well be swiping. You know what I'm saying? Keep.
Swiping.
Typing. And
but are niggas that dumb? Are niggas that dumb?
Are you kidding me? God. First of all, why do you have a new profile picture? Why are you on the hunt?
Right.
Yeah, if you putting up new pictures and you in a whole relationship, that's very suspicious. Something ain't right. First of all, why are you even on Tinder? My thing is, why are you even on Tinder? If you in a relationship, why are you even on Tinder?
He said that he was just checking it out. He was seeing what was going on.
First of all, you're using it like porn. What? There's too many porn sites that you can go on if you want to say that. He's definitely doing something that he don't want you to know about.
You can go on fucking Twitter and watch it.
Go on CNN. Go on CNN. Learn about shit. Learn about shit that's happening in the world there. Do that.
First of all, open a book.
Not CNN.
Girl, yeah, I would definitely consider that cheating, because if he wouldn't do it in front of you and sit there and swipe in front of you, then yeah, it's cheating. Because he's hiding it. He's hiding it. And it's a dating app, girl.
All right, so
go get your boyfriend number 2.
Make yourself water.
All right, you ready?
Where about yourself, Queen?
You said you was gonna do yours last, right?
No. Oh shoot. Yeah.
Or did you want to? Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. So I got one more, and this one comes from Tiffany.
No relation.
Not another Tiffany.
Not mine.
Another Tiffany.
Tiffany. Okay. Dear Larry, I went to visit a man I was dating, and there was no visitor parking available.
Ooh.
He told me to park in any space, even though there were signs stating non-residents will be towed. He said not to worry about it.
Bitch, you not funny.
Right, that I'd be there only a few hours.
You reading my story. Hold on, didn't this happen to me? Are you reading my story?
No, like, I'm not. Shut up. Suffice to say,
your name's not Tiff.
Right.
Continue.
Suffice to say, I got towed. He did drive me to the tow yard to retrieve my car, but he didn't offer to pay for my tow charge, or even half of it. I thought it would have been nice of him to at least offer, and that his not offering demonstrated lack of character. Yes, I know I chose to believe him at my own risk, and that I'm responsible for my choices, but I trusted his information. In your opinion, did that demonstrate questionable character on his part?
Absolutely, because he knows about his living situation, where he lived at, and he knew good and well that you was gonna get towed. He just didn't care. He didn't care because he wanted them cheeks. And once you gave them cheeks up, he was like, oh, well, you know, you ain't gotta go home, but you got to get up out of here. I'll take you to where you need to go. Go pick up your car. And the fact that he can offer to at least even pay half means that he is not sorry. He's not sorry, and he'll do it again. Girl, run. Run fast. Run for the hills. Run for the hills. Because he is not for you. He's for them streets. Period.
For them streets. You better stay out them streets.
Girl, yeah.
Make me sweat. Make me call an Uber.
You dumb. You are dumb. You dumb.
All right, so this last one I posted online. So, yeah, let's just go right into it. It says, "Dear Lyric, please do not use my real name. You can call me whatever. I have a question for your advice segment and want to know what you think. My best friend of 27 years moved away 4 years ago for work, and because of the craziness with the pandemic in our lives, we weren't able to see one another in person. This was someone I grew up with that is part of my family, so she never had to worry about a place to stay when she visits. Well, that was until about 2 years ago. On one of our marathon FaceTime talks, she shared with me her recent herpes diagnosis. I remember it being a super emotional time for her, and we have spent money." Why are y'all falling out?
The face that took advantage of me.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. Continue.
On one of our marathon Facebook talks, she shared with me her recent herpes diagnosis. I remember it being a super emotional time for her, and we have spent many a night on the phone crying together and working her way through the symptoms and outbreaks, just doing the thing that friends/family do for one another. My issue is that recently she started hinting at the possibility of coming back to visit. Where I can hardly wait to see her, I find myself getting super paranoid about her diagnosis and find myself concerned that one of the kids will use the toilet after her, or because she will be in my spare bedroom on my mattress, whether or not I will have to replace it. I hate that I even have these concerns, and reading this back, it sounds awful, but it's truly how I feel. Do you think I'd be wrong to suggest she stay at a hotel instead of my home, even if I help her with the cost? How can I suggest this to her without hurting her feelings? With love, whatever name you all can.
I'm gonna call you misinformed.
Misinformed.
Because that is not the way that works.
I cannot.
Let me get this laugh out. Because I cannot believe that there are really people in existence that really think that you can get herpes from a toilet seat.
Girl, there's people in America that believe Trump is telling the truth.
Oh my God. Okay, so misinformed.
Mm-hmm.
This is not how that works. If you go on Google,
just
type in cdc.gov, type in your question, it will say you will not get herpes from toilet seats, bedding, or swimming pools. You will also not get it from touching objects such as silverware, soaps, or towels. If you have any additional questions, ask your healthcare provider. Because girl, I know you lying. You sat there and cried with your friend, consoled your friend, patted her all on the back, making her, feel a little better about her diagnosis, and then you gonna try to act like she got leprosy or something, like she can't like this. That's wild. That is wild. And I really question your friendship, because all you had to do was do your own research. If that's truly your friend and you wanted to help her, you should have did it when she told you her diagnosis, so you can even help her with stuff. That's helpful. But you sitting here trying to shun her, oh, she can't come in my house, my kids, oh, I might get herpes. You dead ass wrong. You dead ass wrong. And I wouldn't fuck with you no more if it was me.
It's one of the many things.
Period.
Girl, bye. But anyway, that's all I got to say for this week. Y'all tune in for the new year, because it's going to be some crazy stuff, I'm pretty sure, because y'all gonna bring some baggage into 2024. I already know.
You already know that.
And can y'all please stop with the new year, new me? Really? Y'all still gonna be doing the same bullshit.
You already know that's not gonna happen.
You gonna be doing the same bullshit in 2024.
That's every year.
So, since this is the last one for this year, I will say this to all of our listeners that listen to my segment and send me advice questions. Bring into the new year this. Do whatever makes you happy. If it no longer makes you happy, then leave it alone. Leave it in this year. That could be a person, place, thing, whatever the case may be. If it doesn't bring you happiness and it doesn't increase your good energy, leave it where it's at and keep it pushing. Till next time, I'll see you guys in 2024.
A wise person once said that abuse is a team sport, in the sense that everyone claims to be against domestic violence and sexual abuse until it's time to actually support a victim. Then it becomes clear that society is so okay with abuse that abusers don't even have to come up with their own justifications. Everyone else will do it for them. We interrogate victims about their choice in clothing or what they did to put themselves in that situation. We tell young girls to go upstairs or put on longer shorts because creepy Uncle Bob is coming over. We ask victims of domestic violence why they didn't just leave, even though the most dangerous time in an abusive relationship is when you're trying to leave. The system is often no help. These abusers get a slap on the wrist until they actually kill someone. And that's because society is so okay with abuse that rather than protection, women are just offered cheat codes on how to deal with it. Society is so okay with abuse that even women with wealth and visibility are not shielded from it. A superstar is beaten and she had to have done something to provoke him. A superstar is shot and she's a thought and a liar, so we can't trust her. A legend was abused and we treat it as a joke in pop culture. Black America's sweetheart, a woman who never had a bad word said about her, was abused with photographic evidence, and it turned into a narrative about mutual abuse. Society is so okay with abuse that the music industry, the film industry, and even the world of politics are filled with predators and abusers. Society is so okay with abuse that it can't even recognize when men and little boys are violated because they're treated as sexual beings from birth. Society is so fucking okay with abuse that domestic violence is most always an escalation that starts with controlling behavior, yet y'all still tell y'all daughters that the most valuable thing they can offer a man is submission. So I say all this to say that as much as everybody claims to be against domestic violence and sexual abuse, it's clear that not only is it tolerated, as a society, we allow abusers to thrive.
And sip on this tea with Jigga Man on WRTR Real Talk Radio at Jigga Man 82 on IG.
Hey, this your boy Tigger Man back with another segment of Trolling with Tigger Man. Now, when I say trolling, I mean trolling social media for celebrity gossip, international news, local news, and what may be going on in your bedroom. How about that? So anyway, first up, we have the one and only, the legendary Celine Dion. Ooh. Y'all heard that she's why are you lying? Why are you laughing?
Go ahead.
Why are you laughing?
I'm inappropriate.
You're stupid. Well, I'm pretty sure y'all heard of she has a rare condition.
What is the rare condition?
It's called stiff syndrome.
What is that? I feel like I got stiff syndrome now. My back hurt.
Where it's basically where you can lose control of your muscles in your body.
Oh, so that stuff Roseanne had when she was racist. I got it.
Oh my God.
Just kidding. Go ahead.
It causes like painful muscle spasms and things like that. Well, her current condition, her prior condition was she was just having muscle spasms. But her sister just came out and spoke to the media and was basically saying like now she's losing control of her muscles in her body.
Oh wow.
At the moment. So hopefully she can recover from that. So she won't be doing no kind of shows or tours at the moment because of this condition, but hopefully she will recover from that. But that's something that I would never want to have is stiff person syndrome.
Why is your mouth wide open?
Cause I got motherfucking breaking news.
All right, and it's probably something I'm gonna bring up too. But anyway, moving on from the Celine, we have Taraji P. Henson.
Mm-hmm.
She basically is tired of working her butt off in Hollywood and being paid a fraction of what she feels she's worth.
I don't see any problem.
getting emotional over what she says is a huge pay gap. So the actress broke down in tears when asked if she was considering quitting acting. I guess she was speaking with Gayle King, and she said she feels uncertain about her on-screen career and her money's that's her main factor. She said that she's still being underpaid for big movie roles, despite being a well-established and super famous actress reaching a boiling point. And she says she's just getting tired of it and it's not fair. She feels that she should be getting paid way more than what she's being paid. She said one of her movie gigs, she was offered $10 million.
Are you
serious? That's not what she received, though.
Of course not.
After taxes was taken, she had a lump sum, but she also had to pay her people, like her stylist and her manager and all that other stuff. So after that, she's not really left with a lot of money.
Yeah, it costs a lot to be fly. And yeah.
Oh.
No, I'm saying it does. It costs a lot. And Taraji, like when she shows up, that girl puts in work. That woman works.
Yes, she does.
She does a good job. She does everything that she's asked of, even in Acrimony. Now, God knows that movie was awful, and nobody can still explain how she got on the boat. Nobody can explain that, how she got on the boat. However, she brought it. When she showed up, she showed up and she showed out. So
yeah,
it's what it is.
Cool. Yep. And next we have up your boy Jonathan Majors.
Why is that
I'm upset about him. Well, he is out of a job at Disney now with Marvel. They've dropped him because of his guilty verdict. It just happened a few days ago in court. So he's losing out on a lot of money because he had a couple of Marvel movies that he's supposed to be starring in. One of them was he'll be starting as Kang the Conqueror, but that's not going to happen now,
right?
Because of this whole thing. And he's just losing out on a lot of stuff now. I'm pretty sure y'all saw that video that was aired on social media, the altercation with him and homegirl, his ex-girlfriend, where I guess it looks like they were scuffling in the car or whatever, and he was trying to get out, and he started running. Running and she was chasing after him.
I heard about this, but I didn't see it.
Oh, Lord. He was gone, and she was chasing right after behind him. He was trying to get away from her, but she was chasing him. She ran him down.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Did you watch that, Sarah?
I sure did. He's a runner. He's a track star.
Basically, that's what that was. So he was found guilty on one count of reckless assault and in the third degree of guilty of harassment.
Jesus.
I can't lie. I did laugh when I seen the
He was gone. He was gone.
The video. I was like, You remember
when I saw the video though, they showed a clip like he was trying to get out of the car and she was like grabbing him or whatever. And he was trying to get away from her. That's what it looked like to me. I didn't see him actually physically assaulting her.
Nobody did.
Right.
But they got to make it as an example out of a black man in Hollywood and any chance they get. When I seen that video, because you remember when R. Kelly got interviewed by Gayle.
Oh my God! Like, yes.
I'm fighting for my life.
I'm fighting for my life. I just don't understand.
And Gayle looked at him like, nigga.
That's who really should have been
like, nigga.
He ran like he was fighting for his life.
Yeah, she said Gayle was like, shoot, those young girls was fighting for their life.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then we have Blueface again. He stays in the media.
I'm hanging out.
This time,
me too.
He might be getting sued by one of the I guess the people that was in the audience. Him and his new girlfriend, baby mama, whatever. Jaden, Alexis. They but I guess they were both performing on stage.
She ain't new.
She's not new. She's not new. I think he already have a kid by her already.
Two.
Yeah, he was.
They
with
were high
her
school
before,
sweethearts.
Right, he was with her before he was with Krishan. Then now he ain't with Krishan. Now he back with her. And so I guess they was performing on stage or whatever. And supposedly some girl threw some ice on the stage or whatever. And so he reached down in the audience and grabbed her, pulled her on the stage, and then threw her, tossed her off over towards where Jaden was at, and told Jaden to beat her up.
Y'all remember going to concerts where people didn't throw shit on the stage? Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
Where people were respectful and they were actually falling out in shock and awe when they saw their favorite artist.
I remember going to Kid Cudi to a Kid Cudi concert and getting a contact high. I remember that. I mean, but I just don't remember anything of anybody attacking the performer on stage. It seems rude.
Seems rude.
Yeah, that's
no. The only time people threw stuff on stage
was panties.
Yeah, and bras.
Or if you're bad, they was throwing tomatoes, like boo, boo, tomato. Like they was doing that. So
you dumb. But anyway, going forward.
It might be on to something. Was that why they were throwing shit?
Probably.
Were you just mad?
You stupid. Next we have Nicki Minaj. Okay, so Nicki just became the female rapper with the multiple #1 albums. She just surpassed Foxy Brown, because it was Foxy Brown, but now she didn't surpass Foxy Brown, and you know her and Foxy Brown are like buddy. So when this news was announced, Foxy Brown decided to go on social media and congratulate Nicki on her new album Pink Friday 2.
Okay.
Which is trash. Anyway,
which I have not.
I hate to say it.
I'm not doing it.
I couldn't even listen to the whole thing. I only listened to like 4 songs and I cut it off. But yeah. And so she basically went on social media, giving shouts out to Nicki Minaj. That's my girl. Da 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 da. Meanwhile, she threw shade too.
Okay.
And I think she threw it towards Lil' Kim.
Oh, okay.
But she didn't say Lil' Kim. She just said rappers, other rappers. But what she said was, excuse me. Sorry.
Right. Can we get some lozenges?
Anyway, so she went on social media and she said, only Nicki can beat my record, putting bum chicks on notice for 2024. That's basically what she said. And so of course everybody was like, oh, she throwing shots at the younger girls and Lil' Kim.
If anybody like why okay, never mind. Just go ahead. Just go ahead.
In other news, the Quaker Oats Company has been issued.
What?
The Quaker Oats Company has been issued a nationwide recall on dozens of its granola bars and cereals.
Yep.
They are saying there are they're saying that they're contaminated with salmonella.
With white people.
With alcohol.
And guess what?
So anybody who has anybody who has bought granola bars and this is granola cereals, get rid of it. What you got to say there?
Wait. I ate them. I bought some at the beginning of the year, and Amazon sent me an email talking about some hey now.
Hey girl. Hey girl,
Guess what?
Hey girl,
you might want to make sure if you have any of those. Like, I don't.
So you remember those Quakers that you bought from us, girl? So yeah, there was some little mixed up.
Yeah. You might get the bubble guts. I don't even
might get the bubble guts.
If I didn't. But I know that I had to fill out a form because they sent a link for the recall of the products. And yeah, they're gonna send me a reimbursement check. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That's what you're gonna do. Trying to kill me.
Run me my coin.
You're a mess.
Give me my paper. Thank you.
You're a mess. I haven't had any in a while.
I don't eat anything with that white man on there. Go ahead.
You know what? I cannot. Anyway,
Don't eat oatmeal?
He's scary. He's scary
Don't eat
looking
grits?
by himself.
Come on. I know you lying. You don't eat grits?
No.
Oh, I
You
can
don't
eat
eat
grits.
grits?
I
No.
eat grits. I eat grits. I love grits.
Okay.
I make some good grits too.
Some salt, pepper, and butter.
Okay, yeah.
Salt,
Because
pepper, and
those
butter.
of you sugar eating grit people, get out of here with that.
Oh,
Get
no,
out of
I don't
here.
put
It's not a
sugar in my
cereal.
grits. It's not.
That's cream
at
of
all.
wheat. Sugar does not belong in grits.
Exactly.
Fight your mama. Don't fight me.
Don't fight.
Oh Lord, here come the comments. Here come the comments.
Anyways.
Here we go.
Okay, so next up we have Fantasia Barrino. So she took to social media to call out an Airbnb host for what she alleges to be a racial profiling incident. Barrino says that she and her family were kicked out of the rental property by the host over a party they had thrown for her son Xavier's birthday. In her post that she shared on Twitter, she stated that she invited several guests over for the special occasion, which aligned with the number of her reservations, indicating her rightful authority to host people. By midnight, Barrino says the host accused her of throwing the party so loud that it was causing noise outside of the rental. She mentioned that her booking didn't mention any restrictions or having people over. Furthermore, the property strongly indicated that other people had gatherings there in the past through the presence of amenities such as a jacuzzi, outdoor fire pit, and writing on the wall mentioning the location of the game room and balloon ribbons.
Jesus.
And so now she's, like I said, she's just going on social media saying that she was being racial profiled.
She was.
I do believe that she was. I mean,
that's how they get in the Airbnb.
They do. I mean, I won't even forget that story years ago where the people had got the black women got the Airbnb, and then people had showed up, and because the white neighbors were being nosy and they didn't speak to them. Don't y'all remember that story? They had called the police on them. Police showed up and they were like, oh, well, I mean, had they just said what they were there for, stop doing that. So, yeah, it wouldn't be the first time. Won't be the last time. Here we go.
Boo.
That it, Chicken Man?
Okay, and hold on, I got another one. Sexy Red.
Oh, I thought you were going to mention Christian Keys.
Oh, you know what? Okay, I can mention him anyway. Okay, right. So Christian Keys, he starred in a lot of Tyler Perry movies.
Yes, he did.
He's also
he was on.
What was the last movie he was in? The oh my God, the one
all
with
the Queen's Men.
Yeah, All the Queen's Men. Yes, All the Queen's Men. He was messing around with Homegirl.
And he played Constantine's boyfriend in Legends of Tomorrow.
Yep, sure did. Sure did.
That's when all the gays were hitting him up, and he posted that video talking about, "Stop hitting me up. I'm not gay. I just play a gay character."
Exactly. So anyway, he went on social media, made a whole social media video, and was like, "There's this very famous male person in the industry." He didn't mention names, but he said on several occasions he was basically being sexually assaulted by this person. And of course, you know who everybody think it is, even though he didn't mention a name.
Who do they
everybody
think
of that one and only Tyler Perry.
But didn't he confirm, or didn't he say it was not Tyler? Or
yes.
I know he kept hinting
saying
at who it was. Or he kept hinting at it, but my whole thing is this.
The person had a very distinct voice.
Right. And I'm like, okay, but why do you keep playing game? Like, if you're going to say something, say something. That's where these movements come from. They don't just come from a place of, ooh, let me find out who I tell. It's like one person that already knows that they're going to be vilified for saying something, but they say, you know what? I'm going to still say it. They do it, and it empowers other people to be like, oh, you know what? I thought that happened just to me. this happened to me too. And it just kind of starts a domino effect. But of course, we don't look at it like that. We look at it as, oh, okay, well, this person is just trying to get over blah, blah, blah. Okay,
no, it's like, and then you got to understand when you're dealing with people of this caliber in Hollywood, especially, you have to make sure that all of your ducks are in a row. Because if you're going to fight fire with fire, you better bring the motherfucking
You better bring it. Yeah.
Exactly. Because they will blacklist you and you will not be able to find work for your talent. And it's just, it's crappy. Ugh. I hate that he's going through that. But at the same time, I wish that he would. I just wish that if people would say something, if you're going to say something, if you're going to be bold enough to open your mouth, then follow through. Quit playing these games. Quit saying, oh, well, I got, you'll never guess who I, like, news at 11. I might tell you, I might not, like, girls should have get off the pot. Dude.
Exactly.
Yeah, but he might, but I think, in my personal opinion, this might not be true, but what makes the most sense to me, I think he's speaking to a lawyer about it. And I think that, and I think that he has to make sure that when he says what he says, there's like no way that something can come back on him, and like make him seem like his character is flawed in any type of way, like he could be like lying about anything. I think he's speaking to a lawyer, so that's probably why that makes the most sense to me, because I mean, he's in Hollywood. And he's working with all of these people. He really has to be careful of how he presents certain things, even when it comes to himself. So, good luck to him, though.
Yep. And last but not least, this was just released. Well, Cassie.
Was that what you were talking about there?
Nope. Even bigger.
Okay, well, you can do. I'll let you have that one. But Cassie just supposedly. She just gave the feds Kim Porter, Diddy's baby mama, burner phone to the feds. Now in that burner phone, there's supposedly a lot of evidence of stuff Diddy did, and it also involves Mr. T.D. Jakes, gospel.
Oh my God,
he's involved in it. He's involved in it, and he's been mentioned as a power bottom.
Make me water.
Listen, it's a whole video. It's a whole video of all this stuff he was supposedly did. It's a whole bunch of stuff, but. It was just Cassie just turned it over to the feds. She wasn't going to do it, but her husband advised her to do it.
I knew it.
Advised her to do it. He told her you need to return. You need to get it to the feds. So a lot of stuff is about to come out.
First of all,
of stuff is about to come out.
Water.
First of all, that psychic lady said it 6 months ago. And Jaguar said it. Jaguar recently did an interview and said she knew that she had to sit down with Kim before she died. She said it. She said it. She said, I know you did. And I support you 100% in what you're going to do moving forward. Nobody listens to the people who they deem as crazy in Hollywood.
Certainly do not.
Y'all better start listening to that Orlando Brown. Who said he gave him the ooh.
And meanwhile, oh my God, the LA rapper, what's his name?
Got me lost.
The one that was with 50 Cent.
There was a OG unit. I don't know.
Yeah, because
Tony Yayo.
The Game.
Okay, yeah.
He even came out and said some stuff about what Diddy tried
to
him.
And guess who else said something? Method Man said that he seen Kanye West allegedly in the bathroom performing that Gawk Gawk 3000.
Damn.
Child, everything's coming out. All the skeletons is falling out the motherfucking closet.
Wow.
Everything.
But see,
I said that's crazy.
Somebody check on straight niggas. They shook right now.
Listen. So this is breaking news.
All right.
This is going to put a cap on all of Hollywood, the entire entertainment world as we know it. The names of every single Jeffrey Epstein Express passenger has just been released. And it's 116 names, and some of your faves are on it.
Yep. What? I seen that. I saw that.
Yes, sir. I just downloaded it. I can't even get through all of it. Yeah. So when I tell you 2024 is about to be some shit, it's about to be some shit. Everybody getting indicted.
150 people. It's 150 names.
Oh my God! How can we leave the year on this kind of cliffhanger?
Oh, y'all think it's a game? You see that?
150. I see it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Oh, okay.
Well, anyway, that wraps it up for this week's segment of Trolling with your boy Tigger Man.
All righty. Up next, the call Cassidy.
There have been at least 74 attacks on U.S. forces, Nate, in Iraq and Syria.
Here's a crazy idea. Why don't we get out of those countries? Why the fuck do we have military bases over there? How about you bring our people home, dismantle those military bases in the fucking countries that don't want us there, and stop using our tax dollars to start war with the Middle East? They don't want us there. Let's get out. Because we don't have any country's military bases on our soil. Just a crazy idea. These people.
Dead for that. Time to find out what Marcus is dead for.
Into the world of the unseasoned. The call Cassidy. So, y'all know these videos online where people are clearly making fun of other people where they're cooking, right? Y'all seen those videos, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I came across this one video where this white woman was cooking fried chicken, and a lot of the comments were people deservedly dragging her for lack of seasoning. I think she put like salt and pepper or some shit on there. And, I saw in the comments where, a lot of people were going back and forth, but someone in the comments asked where the stigma about black people and chicken came from and why black people get offended by it. So it dawned on me that a lot of people probably don't know what the origin is behind that stigma. So here you go. I found an article online from a University of Missouri professor named Carol, who studies race and folklore. She said that chickens had long been a part of Southern diets, but they had particularly, they were given primarily to slaves. They were cheap, easy to feed, and a good source of meat. But then she said, I'm
sorry.
What? What happened?
I'm laughing at lyrics.
Oh.
I think that's what she eat. Look at the chicken bone.
Oh, she's eating a chicken bone. See, there you go.
It's actually turkey, but same difference.
Oh my goodness.
If the turkey wing busts down.
So there you go.
Yeah.
But then she said came Birth of a Nation, which is D.W. Griffith's seminal and supremely racist 1915 silent movie about the supposed heroic founding of the Ku Klux Klan that was a huge sensation when it first came out. One of the scenes features a group of actors portraying shiftless black elected officials acting rowdy and cruelly in a legislative hall, painting the message to the audience. These are the dangers of letting niggas vote. Some of the legislators were shown drinking, others had their feet kicked up on their desk, and one of them was very ostentatiously eating fried chicken. That image really solidified the way white people thought of black people and fried chicken. Smith said that, like watermelon, that other food has been a mainstay in racist depictions of black people. Chicken was also a good vehicle for racism because of the way that people eat it. According to the government stats, blacks are underrepresented amongst watermelon consumers. It's a food you eat with your hands, and therefore it's dirty, Schmidt said. Table manners are a way of determining who is worthy of respect or not. So basically, since you eat it with your hands, that and watermelon, so it's like, oh, you got dirty hands. Yeah. You got dirty hands. This is for the niggers. They eat fried chicken. They do this, that, and the third. And that's where the stigma came from. That's where all the illustrations of blacks wearing blackface or blacks in blackface.
And that's funny
there.
because, and that's funny because prior to, well, back in the olden days, when there was no utensils or plates, everybody was eating with their hands.
Correct. Now, why does this idea still hold traction, since fried chicken is clearly a staple of the American diet? Surely KFC, Popeyes, Church's, they're national chains. So why is it still important? It's because of the supposed culinary obsessions with black folks. It's still a way to express racial contempt without being, getting into serious trouble. So you can have these little microaggressions with chicken and making references without outwardly being racist, because then you can come back and say, oh, but everybody eats chicken, so why are you so easily offended? Well, exactly. These are the reasons, because you guys made half the shit is your own doing, and then when we call you out on it, you want to act surprised and everything.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
It's like the only reason that these things are even an issue is because nobody really knows what white people eat. What do you eat? What do you cook? What are you known for? What culture everything that you do, you rob from somebody else. So what is it?
They eat their feelings.
Exactly.
That's why the majority of y'all motherfuckers is on 600 Pound Life with Dr. Now.
Period. I just can't stop eating.
Oh my God.
That is this week's journey into the unseasoned. We'll be back with the second half of the show on WRTR Real Talk Radio, the Caucasity.
What's the most dangerous thing happening in the country right now?
That the kids are switching their genital or their sexual things in grade school and stuff like that.
Do you think that's a lot of people that are doing it?
One's too many. So, yeah, I got to say, yeah.
But one...
not even if the child, has a say in it. Just whatever the parent says or whatever the school does,
What's the scariest thing happening in the country right now?
Letting all the immigrants come in. I think that the wall should continue to be built. They're taking all the people's jobs, and that's my number one thing.
Even in South Carolina, 2,000 miles from any border?
Even so. You go to the flea market in Somerville, nothing but Mexicans.
Isn't that exciting, though, in a way, too? Because that's the American story?
That's not exciting to me. I think Americans should come first.
But many of them are Americans once they have children here and they're generationally move on. What do you see as the biggest danger in America that nobody's talking about right now?
Everything. I don't want my grandchildren to be raised in the world where it's headed.
Take us to work, take us on the go, take us wherever you go. WRTR, Real Talk Radio.
And we're back. Second half of the show kicks off now. In honor of the holidays, I found a list. So let me preface this by the fact that the holidays are always a sketchy ass time of the year for me. And frankly, I'm whole ass tired of some of these outdated traditions. I'm sick of y'all's bullshit that y'all continue to hold on to. So I found a list online of the top 10 traditions to skip. So with this list, I'm going to go ahead and pull it up. This list, your holiday stop doing list. 10 traditions it's okay to skip this year. We ready?
Yep.
All right, number 1. Sending Christmas cards. Why are we still sending Christmas cards this year? I feel like they're outdated, period. I feel like if you want to send something, send it in an email form. Why are you still sending Christmas cards?
Because people still like to receive Christmas cards. I actually received a Christmas card the other day.
Well, it says whether or not to send out Christmas cards is a battle that's been raging to our house for many years now. I'm totally over it. Let's see. It says basically they receive 200 cards a year and they're kind of over it.
Oh, well, ain't got nothing to do with that.
Well, call me the Grinch that stole Christmas because I don't need all of that junk in my house.
Oh,
All right. Next thing,
Well, all
the
right.
elf on the shelf. Elf on the shelf.
no, the little kids like that. My nephew, Lord,
Those
my
things are
nephew's so
terrifying.
I don't fuck with it.
And we have an elf on the shelf.
Do you? Do you
Man.
find
Yeah,
it?
well, we haven't really. No, well, I guess he's over that now, but a lot of kids
I never.
still like to
Where
see
did it
the
even
elf
come
on the shelf.
from? Where did
See
it
this?
come from? I know.
I
Do
don't
they have a
know.
black elf on the shelf?
But the
Yes,
elf,
they
the
have
elf,
Snoop,
yes,
Snoop on
they
the
do. They sure,
Snoop
yeah.
on the shoot on the what is on the Snoop? That's the one I
Snoop
want.
on the stoop?
Yes,
They
they
have
have it.
Snoop on the stoop?
Oh
You
my
think I'm lying?
God.
Google
No,
it.
I'm
I'm
actually
pretty
hoping
sure
you're
they
not.
do.
Google
I'm
it.
pretty
I'm
sure they
telling
do.
you. I'm about to get
wow.
one. They've
I'm
had it for a
down.
couple years now.
Oh yeah, we definitely need to retire Elf on the Shelf then, because that shit, it's just fucking scary. It's giving me Annabelle vibes, so I don't
Not
really fuck with it
Annabelle.
like that. Yeah, it's giving me Annabelle. All right, putting up outdoor lights is on this list also, and they do have Snoop on a stoop. God damn it! Add that to my Amazon shop list.
Period, because it's on there.
Oh,
It's on there.
yeah.
Yeah. Don't play with
All right.
And Snoop watching you.
Mhm.
Oh, well, I don't know if I like that. Okay. Anyways, putting up outdoor lights. Wait, is Snoop on that list?
Oh,
I
no.
guess we gotta
You
look
know
that
what?
up.
All
No, he's not.
Mhm.
From what I could see.
All right, so putting up outdoor lights, I do totally agree with, because y'all and these electricity companies and these prices have gone batshit crazy. Don't know what's going on with you girls, but I do know that my motherfucking ass cannot afford to have no motherfucking lights sprawled out. Impressed. Who am I impressed? What am I doing it for?
That is sad. You're supposed to be in the Christmas spirit. Why won't you
Why?
decorate? Why wouldn't you decorate the outside of your house?
Because you're not paying for it.
I'm just saying.
I'm just
I'm
saying.
just saying.
Let's see. Going
It's
to the
just like,
mall
to me,
is
it
on
sounds
this
like
list.
to me, it sounds like you're trying to kill Christmas now.
Oh no, I didn't say don't celebrate. I said we need to retire some of them traditions. And here's the list. Going to the mall is on that list, believe it or not.
Okay. That's part of the Christmas spirit.
Going to the mall?
Yeah, they go shopping, they go buy stuff.
I ain't been to a mall in over a year.
Yeah. Everybody else are shopping online now. And like,
Yeah, that
fast
is
food
true.
delivered.
That is true.
First of all,
That is true.
where
Who has time?
I stay at, they be shooting in the parking
Oh,
lot.
exactly. You're right. You're right
And
about
they be
that.
fighting on the inside. So
Yeah, you're right
the
about
only thing
that.
good in there is the cookie place.
right
And
about
if you're
that
listening
one,
to this
yeah.
and you live in the DMV
You know about that
and
cookie place.
PG County, you know
about it.
exactly which
know
little
exactly.
mall I'm talking about.
Yep.
The only thing popping is the
Everybody
cookie
know about
place.
that part.
That's all.
Yep.
Yep.
Because they got a Santa in there that look like somebody crackhead uncle right now.
It is somebody's crackhead uncle. It's his part-time.
Yeah. No, thank you.
I
No,
cannot.
thank you.
He is all them niggas. He the Easter Bunny. He's Santa Claus.
I cannot.
God damn. Like, every time a holiday roll around, that nigga is there for his shit.
Oh
Do you
my
hear me?
God, he probably is too.
He is. He
Probably
is.
is.
It's the
He
crackhead
probably
uncle.
get all of them.
He's there. Overspending is on this list. Overspending. I agree with that also. Because far too many of
No, I
us.
agree with that. Yeah, overspending.
Yeah.
Yes.
Far too many of us are holiday ho ho hos, then become next year's OOOs, and I'm
Right.
just over it.
Mm.
Also on this list, matching pajamas. Wow, this person is more of a bah humbug than I am.
People still do that. Families still do that, and then they take their pictures and post them on social media.
Now that's goofy.
I've never
No.
had matching pajamas with my family members ever in life.
That seemed real unseasoned type behavior, but I don't know. I
haven't.
guess it could
But
be.
no,
cute.
this new generation, they do
Yeah.
it. They starting
Yeah.
to do a lot of Christmas stuff like that's on that list for
Yeah.
content purposes.
Yeah.
Maybe that
So
can
that's
be.
all I
so.
see. But nah.
Mm.
Bah humbug, bitch.
Bye.
All right, y'all about to get mad at this one. Too many presents. That's on the list. So they say,
And you know what? Some people, I'm not mad at that. A lot of people do that all the time. They like to
I'm not
have a
mad
lot
at it.
of presents under their Christmas tree.
You want to know why I said I'm not
And then
mad at it?
again, they
Because
snap
more-
that picture and post
for
it on
you.
social media for content.
Why did you say that?
And boxes be fucking empty too. Like a lot of people just be
and you
flexing.
know it, and they just be doing that.
And they just be like, "Oh, look at all the
Doing it for
hundreds
show.
of presents I got my kids." Just you wrap empty boxes, and you tried to make it seem like you got this perfect ass fucking life. No, bitch, you live in check to check like everybody fucking else.
They sure do.
So,
they
stop.
sure do. Yep.
But
that
yeah,
that is so true.
I am not mad at it. Why? Because the most people get depressed around the holidays because they don't have enough money.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have enough money. You get this person and this person and this person and this person and this person to get you gifts that you didn't ask for. You're gonna want to feel obligated to gift back.
Yep.
Not everybody has it like that. So I understand why that's on the list. I'm not mad at that.
Stalking Pinterest. First off, I don't even go on Pinterest, so I don't know where this came from. But Lyric, do you know anything about Pinterest?
No, that's
I
reserved
don't
for
either.
people who have 1,000 cats in their house, and that's
True. Moving on.
Because who's
also
doing
on this, pretty much. Moving on. Stocking stuffers. Now, I will say that with the legalization of weed in Maryland, I got gifts for people this year, so I'm good.
You know what?
That's a perfect stocking stuffer, and it's something that you're gonna love.
I cannot.
Who's gonna be mad at me for giving them weed? Who gonna do it?
I cannot.
Not me. Not I.
Exactly.
Not I.
Exactly.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Exactly.
That and them little mini liquor bottles.
Oh yeah.
Child, that's a perfect thing to throw in.
It is. It so is.
Yeah.
It so is. Like I got me a shot. Merry Christmas. And a Happy New Year.
Exactly. Okay. They say on this list, putting up all the decorations.
As long as it's not overboard, because some of y'all competing with yourself. Like, what you doing? What you doing with all of them lights on your house? Electricity bill sky high.
Right. But you know they got to be the showstopper. They want people to drive by and stop.
Goddamn.
Yeah, very true. No. On this list also, bringing cookies to the first responders on Christmas Eve.
What's wrong with that?
She says every year we bake and decorate cookies, then deliver them to the local fire station and police station on Christmas Eve to say thank you for working to keep us safe while the rest of us are home with our families. They're always so gracious and always insist on showing us around the station and letting the girls get their picture taken on the truck. It's the tradition, but they don't always know where the food comes from. I don't know.
I don't see nothing wrong with that.
I don't see nothing wrong with that. Yeah.
Well, who's hating on that? Like, get your life. Get your life. Make some cookies yourself. Like, what's wrong with you?
I don't know though, because I'm
not even that much of a Grinch.
She probably mad because ain't nobody baking her cookies.
No, let me say this. I will say that in office environments, when people start handing out, holiday pastries and stuff like that, I'm always like, oh, thank you. But if it's like Kathy, in your office that has like 20 cats,
you be
like,
I'm like, hold on, did you bake these?
If I didn't see that it came from, if it ain't got no brand label on it, it's just like Kathy. Oh yeah, me and Mittens made this. Did you?
Mittens? Oh,
did you?
It's going right in the trash.
Exactly. Trash it. Trash it.
Yeah, that's why they call. What's that little thing cats do? Would they? That's why they call it. What they call that shit? Baking bread or some shit? I don't know. Something. Anyways, it's disgusting. All right, unwrapping and playing new family games.
There's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that. Me and my sisters, we do that all the time.
And Home Alone and all of the Christmas movies, they said
I watched
you
them.
should revamp.
That's what you're supposed to do.
They said you should revamp them. These people are clearly just angry.
No, like I watched The Grinch That Stole Christmas, the original one. I watched the one with Jim Carrey. I watched The Nightmare Before Christmas because that's my shit. I watch all the Christmas movies. I watch all of them.
For all of you holiday humbug people, that there you go. Hopefully you're happy. They did give a list of 5 things they think are worth keeping, but it is what it is. All right, up next, Wi-Files. We'll be right back.
One of the compliments that I always receive from you lovely individuals is that you admire the way that I use my voice and that you wish you could do the same. And I try to remind you guys that I'm nobody special. I'm just a regular kind of bitch who speaks about issues that she's passionate about. So I am excited to help announce the Community Creator Initiative. This project will provide creators or aspiring creators with micro grants to cover issues that are happening in your state. Specifically, if you live in Pennsylvania or Nevada, you guys could receive monthly grants up to $2,000 to talk about issues such as current events, economic justice, environmental justice, LGBTQ rights, etc. So if you have an active social media account with a minimum of 1,000 followers, then you can apply at the link in my bio, and I will also put it on screen. Don't say I never gave y'all nothing.
Why do you have roaches?
The why file.
Why do my children hate me?
On WRTR Real Talk Radio.
Why did my vagina burn?
The truth is out there.
Explaining the unexplained. We're answering why to the questions you want to know by taking your tweets at WRTR Radio. We take your emails at WRTRradio@gmail.com, and we take your Facebook messages over on a Facebook page, WRTR Real Talk Radio. This is the Why Files. Remember, the truth is out there. I'm going to hit it off. Black from DC wants to know, why do y'all goofy ass dudes do that long drawn out ass walk when crossing a busy street or highway? Oh, amen to that. Let me tell you something. I will be in rush hour, especially here in Baltimore. You will be trying to get off MLK. It's like, oh my God. You will be there, and it'll be some dude sitting there with his pants sagging. Okay, do you? You're swag. But why do y'all do that? Why is there no pep in your step when crossing the road? You have stopped traffic. You know that cars are waiting. You know that it is rush hour. And you sitting there looking down at your phone, doing that silly ass little pimp walk, trying to look cute. For what? Who is going to stop traffic and go, hey, boy, let me get your number? Nobody's going to do it. Please stop this.
Right.
Y'all look dumb.
Right.
And you are a goddamn traffic hazard. So, yes, Black from DC, I definitely relate to you. Why? Because the truth is out there.
Period.
All right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Mine comes from me. And I'm real mad about this because this is who I used to bank with, and now I had to get another bank because I know you fucking lying.
You about to get dragged.
Why Navy Federal denied more than 50% of black mortgage applicants, even if they made more money than their approved white applicants?
And I have Navy Federal too. And I have Navy Federal too. Yep.
Yeah, but we always knew Navy. I mean, Navy, come on.
Account closed because you got me all the way. Fuck that. So you wasn't gonna give me no loan, and when I get good and ready to buy this house that I'm about to get for this coin I'm about to get. Oh yeah, all right, bye.
Yep.
Bye.
Navy Federal. You bitches. Why?
Because truth is out there and y'all sucks. That's why I switched. Next.
Oops. My why comes from me.
Oh no.
Why do parents, mothers, feel the need to exploit their little children on social media cursing? Why do they do that? I don't find that funny at all.
Because they're trifling.
Yeah, I've never been a fan of the videos where your baby's cussing out somebody or something, like she cussing out little Katie for stealing her number 2 pencil or whatever. Like, I've never been a fan of that.
Yeah, this one video I was looking at, the lady was in the car, mother was in the car, and the little girl was in the back of the car, back seat, and she kept saying something to her daughter, and the little girl said, "Bitch, leave me alone." And the mama laughed and said, "What?" She said, "Bitch, leave me alone." I'm like, what?
I mean,
why?
I seen one.
Why?
That's how she was feeling.
I seen one where this kid was sitting in the back seat, and he was like, "I really love my mom. I don't call her nothing but beautiful. Ain't that right, bitch?" While she's driving, and I said, "Oh my god!"
Yes.
Oh,
Exactly.
know that they was not.
Of course.
What?
Y'all kids
Whole grill gone. Whole grill gone.
Y'all kids real. These kids out here real bold. Woo.
And they'll be like, and I'll be like, Sarah, don't say that.
Oh my God.
Fuck you.
No, they just be like, hey.
Yes.
They be like, hey, watch it.
Shit.
Fuck you. Cut it out. You cut it off. Cut it out. Kids, don't make me pull over.
Don't make me pull over.
You ain't gonna do nothing.
Right. Why?
Because the truth is out there. And that wraps it up for this week's Why Files. We're always answering why for you at WRTR Radio on Twitter. Chicken Man, you got time in this day for one more segment?
I believe I do, yes.
All right, the news to make you nauseous is up next. We'll be right back.
Now, Walmart, okay? I like y'all prices and shit, but I dread going in that motherfucker. And I'm a hood motherfucker, but some shit that goes on in Walmart, bitch, make me nervous. Hillbillies and trailer park Republicans and shit, bitch. I'm in that motherfucker one motherfucking day, lady come up to me and say, hey, you know where the seal is? I said, bitch, the what? I said, they got seals in motherfucking Walmart, bitch, okay, yeah. You know when I said, ask that bitch again, she said it slow, she said jail. I said, what? She said jail. I said, oh, the jail. I said, nah, ma'am, I don't know where that don't work here. Bitch had one tooth and a toothpick in her mouth. Yeah, it's some strange shit going on in Walmart. Let me get what I came for and get out of here. You got one motherfucker in one aisle doing TikTok videos. You got another motherfucker coming up to you with a microphone asking you survey questions. You be like, bitch, am I at the community fair? It's just too much going on in Walmart. Then they don't give a fuck about their employees. They got the oldest motherfucking lady in the senior apartment working there. At the door, checking receipts, and she's security. Then you got the big bitch coming there with the short motherfucking spandex, pink shorts on, brown tank top, and a bonnet. You know what she coming to do. Her and her other sister and the boy, they come in that motherfucker walking hard, breathing hard, and frowning. You already know what they up to. They in that motherfucker to check out. As soon as they grab all the shit that they want, what they do with all the shit in their arms, no card. They ain't going to no register. They going over there to Miss Daisy. And she's sitting there, you know what I'm saying, looking confused and scared. Well, where's your receipt, babe? They don't give a fuck about how nice this old lady sound. They want this shit and they want it now. Okay? So she trying to stop them and be a good citizen so she can get employee of the month. They can put her picture on the wall and shit. They done pushed her, knocked her hearing aid out, her dentures out her motherfucking mouth, and her glasses off. And they power walk heavy out the motherfucking door. And then the manager gonna have the audacity to come over here. Don't offer to help her up, asking her questions while she on the floor on her back and shit. Well, Grace, did you see anything? Grace looking up, shaking her head. And he mad at Grace and shit. How you mad? They done knocked that motherfucking woman memory pills out her pocket and everything. Yeah, Walmart, y'all gotta get it together. I don't know what y'all need to do, but y'all need to do something. Y'all need a metal detective, SWAT at the door, and background check these motherfucking customers before they come in. Put your thumb right here. Boop, boop, boop. Baby, you can't come in here. Yeah, you gotta let them know.
And now, say what? News to make you nauseous on WRTR Real Talk Radio. Let's go.
All right, Tigger Man is gone for this evening because we had some technical difficulties in between there, but we're going to go ahead with news to make you nauseous. You ready, Miss Lyric?
I absolutely am.
Hey, you gonna kick it off first or me? Which one?
I can do it. Sure.
Hey, go for it.
All right. Say what, Utah?
Say what?
A popular Utah mother of 6 that was once on a YouTube channel called 8 Passengers has pleaded guilty to charges that she abused and starved 2 of her children.
What?
The channel was basically centered off of parenting advice.
Oh my God.
She pled guilty to 4 felony counts of second-degree aggravated child abuse and likely faces a prison sentence. The judge presiding over the case tentatively scheduled a sentencing hearing for her on February 20th.
Wait, so she made her career out of telling other people how to raise their children, and she was doing this? Okay, sure.
Yep. So her and her husband were arrested on August 30th of this year after her 12-year-old son escaped from the house in southern Utah, city of Ivins. The boy asked a neighbor to call the police. According to 911, the call was released by the St. George Police Department. The boy was emaciated and had duct tape around his ankles and wrists, but wouldn't say why, the caller reported. I think he's been detained, the caller said, as his voice was breaking up. He's obviously covered in wounds. The 10-year-old daughter was also found in the house. Both children were taken to the hospital, and the 4 youngest children were taken into state custody.
This is sad.
So both of them are charged with this. The 12-year-old boy told investigators that the mother put ropes on his ankles and wrists, and they were used, and that they used cayenne pepper and honey to dress the wounds caused by the ropes, according to the search
cayenne
warrant.
pepper. Oh my God! Are these okay? Are these black people?
No, they're not.
Okay.
They are from the Caucasus Mountains.
That sounds like some shit they come up with, but go ahead.
The YouTube channel, which started in 2015, ended after 7 years. In court on Monday, the mother wore gray and white jail clothing and stood and closed her eyes and took a deep breath before pleading guilty to each of the first 3 charges individually. On the 4th, she fought back some emotion before saying, "With my deepest regret and sorrow for my family and my children, I plead guilty."
Wow.
So, yeah, she done did it.
That's what it is. Damn. Wow. That's
not everybody deserves children. You know,
it does. They don't. I mean, like I've never had the desire to be a parent, but one of the reasons in that very long list of why I don't is the fact that I just don't think that I'm the parenting type. And I think a lot of people, especially for straight people, you find yourselves, in parenting situations that aren't planned, often.
Right.
But, I just can't imagine. Oh, gosh. Wow.
Ain't that
it's very
disgusting.
Unseasoned. Wow. Savages. They're just savages.
Lord.
All right. Say what, turkey?
Say what?
Not turkey leg either. All right. Police arrested the boyfriend of a woman who fell 100 feet to her death during a cliff-top marriage proposal. So basically, what had happened was, I'm paraphrasing this one instead of reading y'all all this because this is a long article. So what had happened was, they got up there and he was doing that big epic, I'm going to propose to you kind of thing. That thing that all the girls be tripping over. Oh my God, he proposed to me.
I'm about to be a wife. Wifey for lifey.
Oh my God, lyric. You'll never guess what happened.
Oh my gosh.
So Brad took me up to the top of the mountain.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was great. And we were in Turkey and everything. And and while we were up there, I got on one knee and he was like, "Hey, you want to marry this dick?" And I was like, no. And when this happened, an argument ensued. We started going back and forth with one another.
Oh my gosh, that's horrible.
Yeah, and
so embarrassing.
It got physical, and he pushed me 100 feet to my death, allegedly.
Oh my gosh! So I'm really talking to you through a psychic right now because I'm so dead.
girl, oh my God, I
can't. Who fucking does that?
This white man.
This.
Yeah, he is currently being held in custody pending a trial. So he said we chase it to every romantic moment. Basically, when this hit, he hit the distraught, grieving fiance thing. It was like, oh my God, I did this to be, so epic and so this, that, and the third, and she fell to her death, and I'm just so devastated, blah, blah, blah. But then people started pulling up receipts nigga, her family was like, you did this. There's a
life insurance policy, isn't it? It has to be.
I don't know. But I do know is, it probably is.
He probably was like, bloop. She slept. She
Just give
slept. She's falling and
nudge.
she ain't never getting up. Like,
nudge.
that's wild. You're
Yeah.
wild for that.
Oh, well, if you want these and more nauseating news stories, follow us over on X at WRTR Radio. We seldom use it, but we do use our Instagram, WRTR Real Talk Radio. I'm also on those platforms at MARCUSSMOOT. That's Margaret Smoot.
And hey, it's your girl, Miss Liv Bravado. And again, you can find me on all social media platforms, which is Twitter. Well, X now, I guess.
I hate it.
I ain't calling it that because
I
Elon
hate
Musk can
Be musky.
go somewhere with that.
They can do that.
Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, TikTok, Lyric Bravado, same name everywhere.
Everywhere you are.
Except for OnlyFans, because I ain't got one of those. That's Tigger Man's thing.
She ain't over there, but definitely follow Tigger Man also at Tigger Man 82 and on Facebook, I believe, at Tony Tigger Man Nelson. So up next, we giving you the trigger warning now. That portion, real talk, it's the trigger warning. So if you're sensitive to the subject of suicide, we'll holler at y'all next year, on next year's first episode. But, for those of y'all that want to stick around, we'll be right back.
Let's get this out the way. Cis woman. I don't give a fuck if you're offended by that term. I have a pussy too, and I'm not. You know how some men go looking for unsavory memes or videos of black women so they can go on podcasts and call us all trash? That's the very same thing that cis women like Jess Hilarious do to trans women. I don't understand what she said that was wrong. Well, let me explain, boo-boo. The trans woman in that video never said that they have periods, just that non-cis women do, trans men, for example. And even if she did, matter of fact, let's say she said, fuck you bitches, I bleed better than you. If I was out and somebody cornered me and said, give me your fucking purse, I have depression, you have to give it to me, would I, a reasonable human being, conclude that the mental health movement has gone too far because people with depression are purse snatchers? Or would I check the motherfucker stealing my purse? Y'all can never discuss talking points made by trans women without invalidating the entire community, yet y'all claim not to have a problem with them. Be indubitably the fuck for real. She said those women belong in fucking straitjackets because she misunderstood what a trans woman was saying. And in her video, she said, who's fighting for us? Us meaning cis women in this scenario. When one, she has a very large platform and I ain't never heard her talk about our liberation, have you? And two, trans women don't have the societal standing to wage war on us if they wanted to. They're being stripped of their rights and murdered too. There is a war on women. It's perpetrated by the cis men who are in power, but y'all are blaming it on trans women who experience misogyny too.
Keeping it 100. It's Real Talk. On WRTR Real Talk Radio. We keep it real.
All right, and we're back. So this portion of the show may be a trigger warning for some of you. So if you're sensitive to the subject of suicide, again, we'll holler at y'all next year. But if you're still listening, I want to share something that was shared with Miss Lyric, Tiggerman, and I. Out of respect for the deceased, we have omitted the names, but wow. An email was received from a doctor. Apparently, he must have emailed everybody in his address book. But the email reads, hello, friends. On December 5th, 2023, my dear wife, the love of my life, and I left this world together, as we have done everything over the past 4 decades. She was dying of liver failure, and I had no desire to continue without her. She was the most supportive, loyal, loving, beautiful mate any man could wish for. Our many vacations together in our wonderful native country of Mexico were the most blissful moments of my life. What she and I have done is the natural way of things. Suicide has been demonized by a medical industry that hates it when someone dies without leading to depleting their victims' savings and insurance, and by a religion industry that hates losing paying customers. If she, the wife, were capable of writing her own goodbye note, I know she would want to thank her wonderful clients, whom she loves very much. She would also want to send her love to friends and family members such as, and he goes about naming all the people. Love to you all from the both of us. And then, he gives her name and his, and then he goes, P.S. Please email, gives his brother's name, about this so he can arrange to have our bodies removed before they stink up the place. Also, please notify my brother, leaves the email address. I didn't email them myself so they wouldn't feel any guilt over not responding in time to stop us and to prevent the police from arriving to spoil our departure. Thank you.
That is wild.
So when I read this, I was shook for so many reasons, but I wanted to ask how, I wanted Tiggerman to be a part, but, he had to go. But I wanted to ask how y'all truly feel about this departure. I'll never say that suicide is the answer to anything, but I've had people in my life that have chosen to end it all and, prematurely. And I've always kind of held a sense of anger towards them. And I haven't been able to let it go. But reading this almost made me think twice about my stance and how I felt about it. When we look at suicide, most of us are on the outside looking in, and we don't always know the factor that led to our loved ones, doing this. I mean, we look at these types of situations and think, even with this guy, you look at him, he was a doctor. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of go in your mind and you be like, what led to this? How does, I don't know. How you feel, Miss Lyric?
I understand, but I still have to take the stance of life is precious.
It is.
And although, when people experience this type of pain and hurt, especially from a spouse or a child or any type of loved one that they were really attached to. Sometimes people do have this sense of if this person is no longer here, I no longer want to be here. But you have to realize that those initial feelings, most of the time with time, they do pass. Healing takes time. Grieving is a process. And people don't realize, and I understand what you just said, that you feel like you were angry. That's a real feeling too, because what people don't realize is when they commit suicide, although you are doing something that you think is right because you're overwhelmed with life and you don't want to deal with the things that you feel as though you no longer deal with. When you do things like that, you may not know who that you've impacted on this earth, but you're leaving trauma behind. So when people take their life, their family has to deal with that. Their children have to deal with that. Their friends have to deal with that. So although I understand, I feel, in my personal opinion, that is the most selfish thing that you can do. And I can speak for myself because I have been there. I have had those thoughts before. You know what I'm saying? But what I had to do was realize that, hey, after I leave, who's going to be left here to pick up the pieces? My kids, my mom, my dad, my brother, my sister, my friends, my close friends. That'll devastate them, which is going to start a cycle of trauma. So I just don't think that is a solution. It's a permanent solution. You can never come back from that. It's once you're gone, you're gone. You get one life. So I just encourage people who are going through, especially during the holidays, because like I said, this is a tough time for people. Most family members die around Christmas.
Amen.
A lot of holidays. And this is a hard time for people financially. A lot of people lose their jobs around this time. It's fucked up. A lot of people lose their homes around this time. And it's just very difficult around the holidays. So people find themselves being depressed. but I recommend you call the Suicide Hotline. You also can text them from your mobile device, 988. They'll send you a link. You can chat with someone 24/7. But just know that regardless of whatever the case may be, killing yourself is not the solution. It really is not. It's actually the start of a more serious problem that's gonna keep building. Because then your kids, you know what I'm saying, if you have them or your friends or whoever the case may be, they'll have to deal with that and they'll internalize that. And then that guilt, oh, maybe I didn't do enough. I didn't see the sign. You see what I'm saying?
Right. I do.
It starts a cycle.
I look at that, but then, in a conversation that I was having about this, in a private conversation, one of the things that was brought up was, well, I mean, that's how so-and-so and such were. And because they were these people, I guess they were trying to make it seem, Romeo and Juliet-ish. But, I mean, that was called a tragedy for a reason. So
it's still selfish.
Just to piggyback off Miss Lyric, I mean, it's never the
And
solution.
here's the thing. He told on himself in the letter, too.
Okay.
I couldn't send you this email because I felt too guilty. So you know what you're doing is wrong in a sense, right? Because in order for you to feel guilt, you have to feel like you did something wrong.
Yeah.
It's sadder all across the board.
It is. And to receive that email, ooh, just shook. Wow. You just never know what's going on in people's lives. And
you don't.
For them to have sent it to everybody in the list, and wow.
And that's just like you say, you know what I'm saying? Do better, be better. Like, treat people with kindness. Like, you never know what could be that last straw to break the camel's back to make somebody do something like that.
Right.
I mean, that show snapped. People have been like cooking dinner, then all of a sudden something happened and boom, murder scene.
Very much so.
You know what I'm saying? It doesn't take much. It doesn't take much.
For all of y'all that may be going through it, just keep these things in mind. It's never the answer. It just, wow. That letter and just reading it again kind of just shook me up a little bit. I'm just like, wow, this person literally emailed everybody in the contact list and was like, so I'm checking out and thanks for whatever part of my life you played. I'm sorry.
I would be so disturbed by that.
I am.
That's some traumatized. Can you put yourself in their family's shoes for a minute? Imagine waking up thinking that you're going to talk to this person, thinking that, you're going to see them, whatever the case may be. Imagine waking up, logging into your laptop, logging into your mobile device, opening up your email and reading something like that. That's wild.
It is.
How can you do that to somebody that you love?
Wow. Oh, y'all, I'm sorry. I know this is a comedy podcast and everything, and we be trying to make y'all laugh, but Jesus, I can't even think of an inappropriately timed joke to make in this because it's just sad all around.
It is. I mean, I did kind of chuckle at this body stinking up the place.
Why did you throw that in there? I'm just like, you couldn't have left that part out.
Humor. He had a sense of humor, but come on, dude. Like, I just feel for whoever has to witness finding them, because if you've never seen a deceased person, I'm telling you, it will change your life. I unfortunately have seen that. I mean, I'm not talking already in the casket. I'm talking about in the house, dead on the floor. It is something that you do not want to witness. I wouldn't put that on my worst enemy to witness. It's just, it's not something that you want to see. It's very unfortunate.
Oh, so before we get out of here and wrap this show up, again, I want to remind you that the Suicide Hotline is 988. It's available just like 911 24/7. If that's too many numbers for you, I get it. I did 911 24/7. The number to suicide, 988. If you are if you're down, if you're just feeling like you don't want to be here, if you maybe just, are toying with, like, whatever you're going through, if this is in your list of options as a solution, how about you give these nice people over at 988 a phone call just to see if they can, do something, or if they can, perhaps have, maybe you never know what resources they have. You might find yourself deciding against it by the end of the conversation, and that's the whole point.
Yeah. And if you're not tech savvy, dial 1-800-442-HOPE. And you can speak to someone right then and there.
And with that, it wraps up. And that would be 20 episodes for us this year, Miss Lyric.
Hey, even though I was here for half of them because I was down and out. But guess what? A bitch back. 2024 is going in.
There you go. Balls deep. Making us water. All of that. Diarrhea.
Booty hole tights.
Yep. But again,
right.
2024, lots of great things. We got it planned. And we will holler at y'all then. Reminder, don't strut around and stunt in borrowed shoes. Your actions tell everything about your character. Happy Kwanzaa, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and God willing, we will see y'all in 2024. We'll
Happy
holler.
New Year. Bye.
WRTR Real Talk Radio.
Segues this week featuring creators Goddess Mia, Lonnie B, and Chris the author.